I hope all of you had an alright Valentine's Day this Friday. Valentine's Day can be a holiday that is rough for a lot of people. Just like Christmas, you are supposed to celebrate with family or a partner that some of you might not have or might not want. Me myself, I'm not a fan of this holiday, as you might know. I'm not interested in relationships or dating. But I view this holiday that is not really celebrated here in Sweden that much as an opportunity to gift myself something small. I will see it as an opportunity for some self-love. So I got myself a second-hand item that I've been wanting for my World of Warcraft collection for quite some time. And if you might remember, or like a year ago now, I made a couple of videos with some Blizzard Entertainment DC Unlimited World of Warcraft figures. I showed the Illidan Stormrage in demon form, Garrosh Hellscream, and the Lich King Arthas Menethil figure. Since then, I had to unfortunately get rid of those figurines. I needed the money when moving back, and I've been during the year having, decluttered my collection due to different reasons that I will talk about in some future video as well. I feel like I need to vent a little bit about that. So hopefully you wouldn't mind having in the near future rambly chit chat content, like maybe a life update or something like that. But this figure is the one I've actually been wanting for all these years, and it's not a really expensive one. So the figure I will show you today is called Sprocket Gyrospring. And it is the gnome warrior on the mechanostrider mount. And this male gnome is also holding the Ashbringer. This is a little bit of a wobbly figure, as you might see. It is standing on this metal rod that is also a bit loose. And the base is rather small for this figure, so it's quite easy to tip over, and it is quite wobbly on your desk. But as you might know, my main characters in game has always been the gnome faction. My favorite class as well is the warriors, so I used to feel like this figurine represent my gaming experience. So I will show this figure more in detail or by my desk, since a bit hard showing you while holding it. I don't want it to fall apart, so I will assemble it for you, showing you the parts of this wonderful figure in a little bit more in detail. So I hope you will enjoy this little bit shorter content. I usually really don't do short format content, so this feels actually quite nice for a change. Sit back, relax, and thank you for watching. I know I sound like a broken record, and it can be quite tiresome hearing a content creator apologize in their videos about the quality, the content, the setup, but I'm still not quite satisfied with my setup since I had to move back home. I do not have like a studio where I can record, and I'm doing the best I can. So hopefully once my apartment is renovated, the quality will go up on my content. As you might see, I got my World of Warcraft TCG playmat. It is the first one for the Heroes of Azeroth deck, so it might be a bit pleasant on the eyes. And this figure is made out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. Let's take that again, but in Swedish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The biggest piece is the mechanostrider's body. What I really enjoy about this figure is the painted details. As you might see, it has this gradient metallic effect. It is rather heavy, but I do think it is very well painted. In the middle is the saddle for the gnome player. There are some holes for the mechanostrider's legs, and by the head part is the leash. I really hope my camera will focus. I've been having some issues. At the bottom, in the middle, is the hole for the base piece as well. Then we have the 2 legs for the mechanostrider as well, in this very nice metallic color. It has hints of brass and silver. Same goes for the second leg piece. There is a smaller part that I'm honestly not quite sure what it's supposed to be. Maybe some kind of a back mirror, since this is a mount. There is a metal rod for the base. And here is the base piece. It is a ground with bones and skeletons, and in the middle a green little lizard. Maybe it's a chameleon, I'm not quite sure. But it looks to be the skull of orcs. On the bottom you will also see this faint little printed text that is very hard to read, but it's copyrighted from 2008, Blizzard Entertainment. So all of these authentic figurines have that stamp. There's a lot of fakes, even to this day, being sold on eBay, which are especially of the Lich King figure. We have the gnome in his, is this the tier 2 gear, I think. The warrior gear from Molten Core, Onyxia's Lair, and Blackwing Lair. Is it called, yeah? Or Nerthorion's Lair. Black Phantom. No, I'm misremembering. And even here, you can move the mouthpiece, so you can see a little bit of his face. He's a gnome with a little beard that looks very angry. Very pretty, beautiful figure. And then finally is his weapon, which is the Ashbringer, which is very, very iconic to the World of Warcraft universe. The only weapon. It looks absolutely fantastic. So let's assemble this figure. I think it's easier to put on the legs first. This metal rod goes in a little bit wonky. It won't get stuck, so it's just getting moved inside of this figure. The hard part about this figure is also putting the leech into this character's hand without breaking it. So it looks like he's holding on to the mouth, and it is not stuck on the base model. It's easy for it to tip down. With the current setup I have, it's been very hard getting the whole figure into frame, especially when you can see how bright it is outside. There is currently a snowstorm where I live, and it's very, very bright white outside. But I do hope you enjoyed this content and seeing this nostalgic figurine. I love you guys so much. Thank you